Let's see how it goes. Everything looks good. Having little issues with Twitch streaming right now, so pardon that. Let's see. I think this is the game that I was on. Now, if I remember correctly, this is supposed to be one of my stealth characters. There's certain workarounds I'm gonna have to figure out to get to downtown Boston and all that because the performance of the game is not great once it gets down there. Sometimes freezes up, sometimes just crashes. If the game crashes, pretty much that's going to be the end of the stream anyways, end of the video, until I can figure something out, because setting up Twitch and setting this up takes forever. So I may be doing a unboxing stream or unboxing video in the future. I have been getting really into Fallout loot crates. This is going to be my third coming in within a week, so I might be recording me opening that up. But I got a lot more Fallout gear to play around with, including the T-45D power armor figure. I got the chest and head so far. I'm hoping to get the other parts. Tunnel Snake's jacket, stuff like that. Alright. Ballistics mask. Alright. So yeah, if I sound a little bit different, it's mostly due to me being in my new apartment, in my kind of gaming room. So it's gonna sound a little bit odd at first, but once it gets once I get everything sorted out, it should be fine. So this is the first video in a long while. Hopefully it'll be a good one. You know, you can only say that so much. Colt 45, M1 carbine. I'm willing to bet that these were my preferred mod. Let me see. Give me a second while I'm trying to figure out what my whole goal here was. Yeah, I'm probably not going to do that one. Display. Okay. So usually I build up Sanctuary first. Looks like I already started. Just throwing together a structure. Thinking Preston Garvey and all them. Let me see. Sleep for a little bit. 4 hours should do it. Until I can actually see better. My brightness on this monitor isn't that great, so I apologize. Well rested. And it sounds like the settlers are here.
I dare say I'm slightly disappointed.
Let me see if I can scrap her. Oh, let me see. A little bit of lag there. Nope. Alright. Plant some resources. Wait, she had a carrot on her, didn't she? Fresh carrots, I don't think those will count, but mud fruit, tarberry. Take the combat knife. Come on, don't lag. There we go. Yep, those don't count. Okay. So I'll just pick up some watermelons right here.
Seems to be growing well.
So for those of you who have not played Fallout, for one, where the hell have you been? Because it's probably the best game you'll ever get in your entire life. I mean, it's up there. This is just the base building aspect. New to Fallout 4, but it's based off of the real-time settler mod, off of Fallout 3 and New Vegas. So it's kind of it's a little homage to the modders that spent their time taking care of the community while waiting for a new. While taking care of the community, waiting for this new game to come out, they decided that it was so popular. It's probably one of the highest downloaded mods in the entire series. That they would put it into the new game. And so, being that this game is from 2015, it's coming up on 3 years now, it still looks beautiful, and having this aspect is still the #1 reason that people come back to this game. Being able to build up your own base, dress your settlers, equip them, and just the whole aspect of being able to call this place your own and have your own sanctuary is just a beautiful thing to have. And so that kind of keeps this whole thing together, keeps the whole game new and wonderful, and then the modding community is doing amazing work. And even then, people can say whatever they want about Bethesda, but they didn't just ignore the game with the new Creation Club, I think it's called. They literally, they just pumped out these new mods, they pumped out these new DLCs. I mean, they're not free, you still gotta pay for them, but they're wonderful and they're handcrafted and they do a lot to the lore. Just recently, I was watching Oxhorn's videos because, he covers everything Fallout. I mean, I thought I was a Fallout nerd. No, this guy's got me beat by a long shot. Just watching his video, there was the Tunnel Snakes DLC. You get the classic 10mm pistol, and then you also get to see what happened to the old Wasteland gang, the Tunnel Snakes. And it's just it's a nice wink back to Fallout 3, and the classic 10mm is just how you would see it in Fallout 2, and even Fallout 1. So it's nice to see. Now I might play this off camera a bit to, for gathering supplies and all that, just to make sure that I don't have to waste people's time. Might edit it so that way you guys don't have to watch a lot of this crap. Some people like it, and if you like watching building montages, let me know. I'm more than willing to search up some cool buildings and show you how to do them. But I'm not going to be focusing too much on that right now. I don't want to talk to you yet. And right now I'm mostly the reason I'm scrapping because I have all the food, the water, the beds, and all the people I could need right now until I start getting a little bit further in. Basically, I'm just making sure that I have materials to upgrade my stuff when I start going. So let's go talk to Preston. He should send us to our first settlement that needs help.
Excuse me.
I'm glad you decided to come with us. I should have listened to Mama Murphy all along. Pretty nice place she's found for us. I think we could settle down here. Make it a place to call home. What do you think?
Yeah. I used to like living here. Before the war.
What do you mean? Before what war? Are you saying...
I lived here over 200 years ago. I was frozen or something for most of it. Just woke up a little while ago.
Damn. Like one of those old pre-war ghouls. You say you were frozen. Anybody else make it out with you?
My son. Somebody took him away while I was still trapped. I've been looking for him.
Damn. I'm sorry. I hope you find him. Let me know if there's any way I can help. Anyway, I am glad you're here.
I think this is glitched.
And I hope
There we
I've
go.
had word from a settlement asking for help. There's still hope in there are Minutemen out there somewhere. The only chance to start rebuilding the Minutemen is to show people that they can count on us when they need us. Trouble is, I've got my hands full here. Do you think you could go help out the settlement?
I'd be glad to help.
That's fantastic. The Minutemen could use more people like you. By the way, if you want to help out around here at all, talk to Sturgis. I'm sure he'd be glad for all the help he can get. At least it's not raining.
Alright, sorry about that. Had to, forgot to mute the TV, so it's coming through double feed, so I didn't want any echoes in. So, this is the first of many, many, many things that Preston will send you to do. Every time you talk to him, a settlement will need your help. If you have ever seen the little memes that go around because of it, now you understand why. First one is pretty easy. It's a small settlement, not really worth our time. Ignore the body that I'm throwing around. I'm trying to get it away from my settlement. It's just a small little settlement, not really worth much. It's more of a farming community. But to note here is that the settlement that we're going to go help, being that it's a farming community, I can link it to this community and utilize its resources. So I can send food over to these areas without needing to worry about it. Gotta clear out these houses. Okay. I really like this gun. Like, you have no idea how much I like this gun. And most of my mods, I'll also say, are pre-creation club. So I don't even know if you can still get them. Are pre-creation club, so they're kind of, they may not be around anymore. And if so, I apologize for showing you something that you might not be able to get. I think most of them are still around. Some of them are older versions, so that may be the cause of some of the lag that you'll see. But other than that, I mean, they're pretty simple. I don't like to make it completely unfair, so most of the time I keep my mods to, you know, a certain amount of companions, or just cool weapons that are still, that are not really breaking the game, but are more just, are just little winks I like to make at the stuff I like. So this is more of, I like World War II weaponry, so they gave me M1 Carabine, I have the M1 Garand, the 1911, and I think I have a couple more rifles, bolt actions, and then I think I have a whole military collection of like MP5s and stuff. It's also just a preference. I've always liked modern weapons, since I started modding back in 2012 when I started playing. There it is, the classic assault rifle. When I started playing Fallout 3 and New Vegas, I immediately started going for the mods that would get me, you know, current weapons from my era. Nothing against what what our friends over at Bethesda do. I mean, they do a great job. I just didn't like the art form for the assault rifle in this game. And I enjoyed that they did that with New Vegas. They let Obsidian put in the more modern weapons, as in the service carbine, marksman carbine, stuff like that. I just didn't really care for the weapons they gave us.
Won't be able to pick this.
I'll need to find something for that. Alright. I'm back up. I found a cellar around here, I just don't know where it's at. Should have Whirly in there, which, again, I don't like to break the lore too much, but it's like an RC vertibird that just kind of hovers and follows you around, blows things up, shoots things. It's a nice little companion to have without it being an actual companion. Let me grab that assault rifle. And I have no ammo for it. Okay. think the cellar's over here. Because that's the root cellar. This one's gonna be... It's gonna be a very small cellar on the back. Let me see. Oh, that's the chem station. Have to run all the way back. If I can't find it here in a second, I'll just move on. So what I think I'm gonna do is run through the settlement stuff. Maybe do a couple settlement sets. Gear them up to where I don't have to babysit, and then move on to like small side quests here and there. See, where is it? There's that. Get up here. Nope, not gonna do that. Yeah, I have no idea where Whirly is. I'll probably Google it afterwards. I think there's also a spot over there, which is a settlement. Go over there real quick. Just so I don't have to babysit and we can just move on, get these side missions out of the way. Most of the main missions I avoid until I absolutely need it. Just because, you know, I've played through it so many times, it's just not worth it for me to sit there and run through all the main missions and then run through the side missions. It's just, I like to knock out most of the side missions first. Okay, so I deleted that mod. Alright. And I'll try to keep quiet when there's a need. Like when I start talking to Preston or anyone that's like lore worthy or anything. Just so that way people who haven't played this game can at least get some of the lore. Come on. Blowfly. Ooh, lots of blowflies. Oh, that's bull crap. Come on, kill it. Sorry, it pissed me off. And if I look like I'm kind of ignorant about the enemies around me, just know that my little Twitch tab that shows like the time running and everything covers up the bottom radar. And I know that I could probably move it, but I just got Twitch to work again, and I don't feel like making the gods angry, so I'm just gonna let it sit there. That's Raider gear. Take that though. Ooh, 2 level ups. Let's get into the Prisma a little bit. Go gun nuts. Okay. So where am I right now? Now let's just keep going out east a little bit. Because the mission is going to be over here anyways. We're going to pass a junkyard. Probably the giant sinkhole, like, quarry area. I might wait until I get, like, a rebreather or a power armor to finish that one, because you do have to go underwater. It's supposed to be a low-level quest. You're supposed to get it done really early, but I usually wait until I have good power armor. That is a sentry bot. I don't think I'm equipped to deal with you. He's gonna come alive, I know it. Okay. Let's get up here a little bit. Also, if I sound a little weird too, and I'm like clearing my throat in the mic, I have come down with a cold, so bear with me. Okay. What? No, there we go. Oh yeah, I forgot. I do have a mod that makes it so that way I get certain things for free, so I don't have to waste materials on it. But some of them really do not change much. So, like this shotgun, I can get whatever I want on it. Kind of breaks a little bit, but it's useful for when you're starting out and you really don't want to go and waste your stuff on weapons. And you can save those screws, that aluminum, stuff like that, for building. And then this, I'll need freeform cells, which I think you need to like mix a bunch of food stuff together. And what in the world is this? Okay, so that's a mod. Keep the automatic. Security baton. Now it only works on vanilla items, and what I mean by vanilla items is items that were in the base game. My modded items will not be free upgrades, so. Weird, more of those protections with no arms or legs. How do you even miss that in production? Do they have robots building these robots or something? That's a scary thought. Mike, 6'10", 2076. Robots making robots is... yikes. We just got these iBox in the other day that were actually missing their eyes. Isn't that ironic? Kill yourself. Anyway, yeah, missing something like that, they must have a lot of their own bots on staff or something. Mike, 72277. They just dropped some sentry bots off. It doesn't look like there's anything wrong with them. Why would they just throw them away like this? I'm thinking about taking one of these things home and setting it up to mow my lawn for me. What do you think? Dylan, 913 2077. More of those protections missing everything. I heard a couple of the others nearby sites that they keep getting them too. Something made a big mistake. Weird that it's cheaper to dump them here than send them back and attach some arms to them. Dylan 1015 2077. Some weird guys dressed in all black just dropped off a sentry bot of some kind. They wouldn't say who they were. The thing looks like it's fully functional. They even had it drive itself into the yard and shut down. I looked in the trunk they threw next to it and it had a holotape in there. Thinking about seeing what's on it, but those guys in black have me pretty freaked out. Mike, 1020 2077. I was joking about taking one of those sentry home. Don't look at the holotape. If those guys dumped it all here, they had a good reason, and you probably don't want to get mixed up in it. We've got an easy job here. Come in a couple times a week, walk the perimeter, and go home. Don't let your curiosity screw that up. So... what's this? Commissioned by Redacted, built by... okay. Company Combat, prototype Mark IV. If you are not a member of... you must destroy this. Okay. So, this is the this is that... okay, this is what's going to get me killed. 100% this is what's going to get me killed. Because I think I can do this. I'm really low level. Let's see. I'm a level 5. And I guarantee that even with all my gear, I'm not going to be able to do much with it. Let's see. I'm going to come back to this later because they have fusion cores in them, and I can use that for power armor, generators, stuff like that. But I know right now I will not live if I fight them. I don't have the gear. I don't have the armor. I don't even have the ammunition to fight it. So I'm just going to move forward. Oh, look. Power armor. And see what I can do. Let that go. P45. There's usually something around here. Along with it. Like a trunk or something. There it is. That's useless. Usually they include military grade stuff with it. But I guess that was it. Taking it. I mean, it's not great armor, but I'll take a frame when I can get it. Just because I don't want to, okay, it's 0 for this core. I'll take the frame while I can get it, just so I can have that extra power armor around. And I'll probably pull the core out, because then then my companions will not take it. But, yeah. So, that's pretty much all I'm going to do. I'm going to run that back, and then I'm going to teleport back to where it was, just so I can continue, but I didn't want to risk running out of fusion cores and not being able to get that armor back. Just because I like having the armor. Sorry. So any of you that are playing this game and have the issue of you have your own personal set of power armor and your settlers keep taking it, I suggest doing what I just did. Take the fusion core out. It is so easy to do. Hit X, hit A. Simple. They will not be able to use it, and if they do, that means they had a fusion core on it, in their own inventory, which then it gives you a free fusion core once they get out of them. Mind you, settlers do not get out of power armor unless they want to. So if you are looking to defend a settlement, set up rows of power armor that you really don't give a shit about. Put some fusion cores in there and let them loose. Settlers, when they're endangered, will jump in the power armor and fight. Now, mind you, wherever they go, they will leave that power armor there. Or they will wear it with them. I've had settlers that were part of a caravan get spooked while they're on their run, take one of my power armors from one base, and then transfer it. Yeah. So, it is something to look into. Now, if you have a settlement that you do not rely on any allies, anything at all, what am I in danger from? You don't rely on any caravans or anything, feel free to do it. That's my suggestion. Make sure you have your own personal set and you keep a good watch over that, because they will take your personal set if you don't guard it. But I would also suggest looking into just having like a bunch of just junk sets, just something that will help them stay alive. Is that my dog or is that theirs? I think that's theirs. Here's the... Oh. Gotcha. Yeah, the reload animation is not great on this, so just be aware. It's gonna look ugly. Where are you? Oh. Kind of feel bad about that, but not that much. Take the dog food too. So that's Soviet 762. Is it right there for that? There's gotta be another one. Hole rat. I'm getting sick of you. Second.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I need to get rid of that fucking dough. It wouldn't leave me alone.
Gotcha.
Or not.
I think he's in here.
Everything's starting to sound like footsteps these days.
Alright. Oh, easy. Ah, you fucking... There we go. A lot harder than it needed to be. Next time I'm just gonna run in there. Screwdriver toaster. I love that they put those little, like... just things that you could find that you don't really pay attention to, but if you do understand it, you're like, oh, that's pretty funny. Again, my favorite are the teddy bears. They put the teddy bears in, like, everywhere you could think of. Oh, PDW. But they just put the teddy bears in, like, all these different locations and make them into, like, weird situations, like the one in the bathroom, the one playing cards. They put them everywhere. It's a nice little Easter egg to find. Easter eggs are probably like my favorite thing in games because they acknowledge other games, or they're just funny because, you know, you're in the middle of like this stressful situation, you turn the corner and there's like a teddy bear on the toilet. And it's something that the developers do. They really don't need to, but it's really nice to see. Okay. Let's move up. That's a wooden spoon. Don't need
Can't
that.
break the code.
Oh, I forgot my character's dumb. Okay. Don't think Dogmeat can hack that either. So my stealth on this character sucks. That's what I'm learning, because literally everybody is seeing me. Doesn't help that I have him.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Forgot I had that. Okay, they saw me. Take his stuff real quick. Alright, time to kill.
What do you think?
I don't know. Jumping in shadows.
Yeah, you're probably right. Gotta cut down on the jet, I guess.
Now don't start talking crazy.
Toss.
Alright. Should be 2 or 3 over here.
Motherfucker.
Alright, we got 3 more in this room.
Motherfucker.
I'm just gonna sit here and camp it because they're gonna keep coming. Ooh, you took 2 shots. Oh, I burned dog meat. Take that.
Nothing.
Oh.
Looks that way.
I am loving these mods though, the ones that just throw in random armor, random weapons, because it makes it a lot more entertaining to find these weapons. I find a lot more fun comes of having weapons I like rather than using like their giant assault rifle that does not look like the assault rifle from the game. And just having all this extra crap going. What's going on here? Cool. If I skip the tutorials on everything, just know that I've done it before. Whether in this game or in Fallout 3, New Vegas, whatever. So I'm not too worried about pick locks or anything like that. Die. So Radroach. There it is. Chew. There's another one around here. Yep, there he is. Chew. Good. I was going to get a tactical flashlight mod, but that was quite a while ago, so I honestly don't know if they still have it. I'm not looking to pay for anything right now. Let's fix... Nope, can't fix things. You can only get rid of them. Okay. I'm still coming off of games where you had to, like, actually fix everything, repair them, so, like...
Hey.
I was just playing modded New Vegas, so pardon me if my stuff's a little bit on the slower side. You can carry that minigun. What's this? There we go.
Sweet.
Oh, that was not worth it. Move, dog. There's a fusion core in here that I want. Otherwise, I'd be leaving right now. Gotcha. These military-grade circuit boards work well too. Take the harness. Huh. That's new. Tactical harness. Okay. This way. I knew there was gonna be one of them. Yep. I have a mod on that is a assault squadron, so they will pretty much hunt you. So at any time, oh, there's that ugly ass assault rifle. I'll take it anyways. At any time, I can get attacked by bandits. This is because I've played the game so much. I really just get bored of the basic, come in, do this, do that, done. So I made it so that way I have to be on guard at all times. They get harder and harder as you level up, so they level up with you. So it's never just that easy.
Terminal somewhere.
Hey, Nuke. Nuka-Cola. More money, I'll take that. Take that cigarette card. Where's dog meat? It's gotta be like animal cruelty or something, making him carry a minigun, but where is he? There you are.
Hey.
Here, you like, take the battle rifle. We'll go through and unhook you of all that stuff later. I actually don't... I'm in the vast minority for this opinion, but I wish they would have kept the item breakage and all that stuff, where you actually have to repair it every so often. That is a suicide. Forgot about them. How do I... One second. I added in a mod that, that makes it so that way there are new enemies in here. So, yeah, why isn't... There used to be a button you hit. There we go. And one of those was a suicide mole rat. And I forgot I added that in. As I was saying, I missed the function where you'd have to repair things. Not really just because, you know, it's realistic, but I liked being able to say, okay, I have 20 of these assault rifles. I don't need that many. Hit Y, you know, repair, 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 and then you go back down, like when you get over encumbered. You wouldn't need to pile all this crap on the dog. You can just, you know, do it in your inventory. This is a junkyard. There's going to be some feral ghouls. Nope, mongrels. Okay. Just do two? Okay, what?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Alright, there should be an alpha around here somewhere. Yep, there he is. In here, nope. There should be a crate somewhere around here. There it is. There's never anything good in these crates. They're just... It's nice to be able to pick things up. Like, I like looting things. I like stuff. Alright. Coming up on the first one. They are a mutt fruit... No, a tato farm, that was it. So they have all these tatoes. You just come up, you take them. And if you harvest all of them... So there's fighting something. If you harvest them, you can take them and plant them at other locations.
Hey.
Hope you ain't one of them synths here to spy on me.
Okay, so I'm not supposed to talk to him. This is a very, very, very small settlement. As you can see, 2 people, no defenses, nothing. So,
Hi.
What do you want? We don't need any more
just got
trouble around
PDW.
here.
Take it easy. I'm with the Minutemen. I'm here to help.
You're with the Minutemen? I didn't really think you fellas still existed. We sent word with one of them passing traders, but honestly, I never expected anything to come of it. Most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen these days, have they?
We're rebuilding the Minutemen from the ground up. We're the good guys again.
Glad to hear it. No question that things have been worse since the Minutemen fell to pieces. There's a raider gang that's been giving us trouble for weeks, stealing food and supplies, threatening to kill us all if we don't pony up. We know where they're coming from, but we can't go up against a gang like that.
Don't worry. I'll take care of those raiders for you.
Thanks, friend. If you folks are for real this time, it'll be a...
Okay, so... Much like a lot of side quests, these are either go in and eradicate or, fetch quests. This one is going to be a go in, eradicate. So this is pretty much go into that location, kill everything in there, come back. Now, I'm going to take the long route and, after stealing all these things right here, go back to Sanctuary in order to resupply, do some... I wonder what that is. I think that's where I pick up a key to something else. But in order to fix up some of my weapons, see what I have from that assault on that radio area. And the reason I attacked that station was that is a future fetch quest from, I think it's the Finch farm. They're going to be out on the west side of the map. They literally tell you, go over there, retrieve my daughter's locket, blah, 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 kill everybody. By doing that earlier, when I show up to them, I can just hand it to him, and he'll go, oh, thank you, and then join our cause. That way I don't have to go through any of that extra crap. I don't have to go back and kill everything. It's already done. This is something I don't approve of right here. Let me dump off my junk. There we go.
Sanctuary. I knew you'd join us here, kid.
Stop it, kid.
Your energy is tied to this place.
Whatever. Huh. That's weird. So apparently, these require parts. Modern optics lens, nuclear material. So like, okay, yeah, I haven't played around with this mod almost at all. These weapons are brand new to me, so we're gonna learn this together. That would be nice to have. Polymer components, right rail, flashlights. I'm putting full auto on that because it's a PDW, which adds it into that one. Okay. Now this is cool. Again, bear with me. I have no idea what this stuff is, so bipod. Huh. We're probably going to be using that a ton. These AK-47s, we'll see. I mean, I'm not too big of an AK person. I mean, AK-74, sorry. I still like my carbine, and I still like my my G3, so... I just to prove a point here. This is what we had for Fallout 3. It's a typical G3, looks like something that from, you know, a year like 2077. Looks like something that could still be around. Obviously, you know, with modern advancements, we're onto the Scar L, we're onto the M4A1, we're moving on to other carbines, assault rifles and stuff. And they're less wood components, more plastic, polymer, or just brushed steel. So obviously the wood would not work. But this looks like something I could still see being fired in 2077. This is what they moved to. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong. Look at, you know, that whole chamber, the clip and everything. It looks futuristic, but the barrel reminds me of the old Lewis guns. I mean, not the Lewis guns, the, forgot the name of them. They're the water-cooled machine guns, and this does not look like something I would see in 2077. Like, just cut it off at the barrel, switch out the barrel with anything else, and it would look different. It would look like something you'd see, because this is, I mean, that just looks like an old-school World War I machine gun. That's why I didn't really approve of it. Even with the vented barrel, the ported barrel, it just doesn't look right. That's why I don't like it. I like the classic. I mean, look at this. It looks like something that you would see, you know, on the battlefield in recent history. Because here's the combat knife. There's no fanciness about the combat knife to make it justify that. So, I don't know. It's just, that's my rant for right now. I just really don't like the new assault rifle. God damn.
I used to live here.
Ah, but the distant past ain't so distant for you. I saw you leave that icebox. This site can help you, kid.
No.
Oh, not this again. Kid, listen to me. I'm old. We'd have never made...
The site isn't worth killing yourself over, Mama Murphy. It doesn't have to...
It's my decision, kid.
Hey, do you have a moment? I wanted to thank you for helping us out in Concord. If only we'd run into you sooner.
Don't mention it. You guys have been through hell, huh?
You have no idea. In these past few months, we've lost everything. My son, he's gone.
I understand how you feel. I lost someone too.
But you and I, we're still here, right? We have to go on. For them.
You willing to do some work?
I'd be glad to help. Just tell me what you need.
Well, for starters, we could use some real. Just make sure we can sleep with a roof over.
I'm just going to skip through most of this stuff because it's already done.
Just looking to trade a little.
One of these houses would be a good place to set up some beds.
I already set up your beds. It says beds 8 in the corner. Like, they're right here. I think it's because they're defeps. Things are a pain in the butt. I don't feel like wasting a lot of my cloth for this, so I'm just gonna place them wherever, just to make do. Okay, so that works. Scrap that real quick. I'll leave that one there. Might as well. I mean, I'm gonna need it eventually. I'm not just gonna stick with the amount of people I have. Where did Sturgis go? There he is.
Sturgis.
I like it. Having a place to sleep will improve everyone's spirits. What we need now is a reliable...
Mm-hmm. I'm on it. Clean water coming...
I feel better already, knowing we have a reliable supply.
I'll start planting right away.
Good deal.
Right. Sturgis.
Now, this place is starting to feel like home. We can grow our own food. Trouble is, what we need is to get some defense.
I'm on it.
Ah, thanks.
Uh-huh.
Thanks for doing that.
There we
We'll
go.
all sleep better at night. It's been a long road.
This is exactly why,
Well, I appreciate it. Of course, you know your windows, too.
this is exactly why I did that earlier, so that way I didn't have to wait for the mission to start. I learned that, like, maybe my first playthrough, I started building because I figured, like, that's the only reason I wanted to play so badly was to build. And so I... Which one are you?
Don't take offense to Marcy.
Okay.
She's working through the loss in her own.
I just wanted to build. Like, that was the only thing I wanted was to build. And because of that, I built everything, and then I talked to the guy, and it's like, oh, I need you to build. And I'm like, oh, that's done. You know, it's already set up. Combat knife. And then this is my armor, which I'm leaving a ton of it behind because, I'll be honest, a lot of this stuff is already done, already beat up. You know, I just really don't deal with it as much because, oh, didn't want to do that. All this stuff is I already have what I want. So I usually just leave these. I need right arm. I'm gonna look in on this because I don't understand where those came from. Like, I didn't build those. Also, where's my dog? Turret. There he is.
Hey.
Thank you for carrying that. I'm gonna take that and put it in here. Close quarters, adaptive. I'm gonna keep that with me because I think I can edit that. What do I have in here? Military fatigues. Okay. Let me see what this tactical harness is supposed to be. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's... Looks like something an ODST would wear. Not really my type. Huh. Keep my helmet. I actually do use the top bunk. Okay. Since I'm already here, I'll arm some of these guys just because I know that while I'm gone, they're gonna get attacked. So let me arm a couple of them. It's Marcy. I'm gonna leave them unarmed for now because I don't want to waste my my stuff. There's a battle rifle. Take that battle rifle with me. Short pipe. Let's use that one. Let's go find... I think I'm gonna arm Sturgis because he is one of those that you can use. Sturgis is a rare case compared to the rest of Sanctuary because you can move him. You can send him on caravan routes, and you can even send him to other locations. And I like to use him as kind of like a staging point. for when I want to start moving up characters, start, tinkering a little bit more. So, like, I'll grab him from Sanctuary and send him off and be like, hey, I need you to come over here. When I send him to those locations, I then just build up enough people to classify for that. Okay, where is he in here sleeping? Nope. Okay, I guess I'll just... I have no idea where he is. I'm just gonna arm June because he's the one in here. Is it Sturgis? No, it's Mama Murphy. There he is.
I just need to trade gear with you.
So here, I'll give him the battle rifle. 5.56. Right? 5.45. I'll give him 100 rounds. I don't know if they actually... I don't know if they fixed it, because I know that sometimes they didn't really use ammo, which would be nice, because then I don't have to worry about it, but you never know. Force him to wear that. Take his coveralls. Should be fine. Oh yeah, let me...
Nice job with those defenses. I've got nothing else I need right now. I think Preston may want to chat, though.
Let's trade some things.
You can fix just about anything. Guns, computers, people.
That'll work.
Just gotta have the right tools.
Things are tough now, but they'll get better.
Why do you have a... Okay. He doesn't even use his, He's got a crank laser musket, but he doesn't use it.
As I live and breathe. Oh, it's really you.
Codsworth. You're looking good. For a robot that survived an atomic war.
Well, I have picked up a few minor scratches and, dare I say, stains. And I see you've taken up a new look. I take it the missus approves. Where is the wife, by the way?
She didn't make it.
Heavens, no. Such a tragedy. If I could feel, I would be quite distraught over the news. And young Sean? What of your son?
He's been kidnapped. But I'm gonna find him.
Sir, this news, this terrible news, I simply cannot remake.
Would you like to?
As you wish, sir.
Yes, of course.
As you wish. Not to worry there, pup. Your martyr is in good...
Mm-hmm.
So due to one of my mods, I'm allowed multiple companions. Codsworth and Dogmeat are a decent combination due to the fact that Codsworth has the flamethrower and the chainsaw, and then Dogmeat is just... Dogmeat's Dogmeat. You can't really say that he's not one of the best companions out here. You don't have to worry about him hating you. Don't have to worry about him loving you. The reason I have the multiple companions is in case I want to pick a fight with something big and scary. I don't want to have to charge in by myself, so I utilize multiple companions. Codsworth being the easiest to get early on makes him a pretty good choice. I'm going to keep this trash can here because they usually have frag grenades in there. And Dogmeat is just a good choice because he diverts a lot of attention. I'm talking massive amounts of aggro.
If the name has anything to do with it, it must be quite nice.
And also, this is one of the first times I've really used Codsworth as a companion. I really wish he'd come over here. He'll catch up. I usually don't use him because of the fact that by the time I need him, I've already found somebody. Like, I usually get Preston to come with me, and that's mostly because his laser musket is really strong. Or, I get Piper, who you'll meet later. Or I end up with, McCready, who due to the whole downtown glitch thing. A really big pain in the butt to get to, but McCready's really good to have. I want to check out this gun real quick. Because this intrigues me because... Oh, for one, it's glitched, but... What? No, what did I do? What? Okay, that's weird. So this is new. This is... Okay, this is Real-Time Settler. This is pretty much exactly what it is. I don't know what this is. I have no idea. Factory at this location. Business. Commercial, agricultural, home. Okay, so... I think this counts as Red Rocket Truck Stop, just because there's the line over there. I think I have a Limitless Boundaries mod, which means that I can spawn items anywhere, as long as they're in with a relative location to our nearby home. Okay, so this is a home area. I wish I could delete some of these buildings, because then I just place it right here. I'm gonna explore this a little bit, because I mean, it looks like something I'd enjoy. I don't know what this is. I am so confused. Okay. Let me delete. What the world? Huh. This is kind of new. Try and get this to build where I want it to. Here. Okay, so I can build a house there now. This is something else. Okay. I'm gonna... Damn it, I need crystal. Can I delete you? Nope. Usually you get crystal from light bulbs, so I'm trying to figure out what the hell this thing does. It's really cool. I just don't know anything about it. Don't want to waste that. I think this is going off of what I have in my inventory right now. There may be a settlement in here, honestly, because I have mods that do stuff like that. I may have a settlement in here. I do have a mod that's, oh yeah, I forgot, this is an actual building you can go into, speakeasy. I do have a mod that allows me to, create bases. I don't remember how, but I do know I have it. So, scissors. I know one of these places has what I need. Really? Come on. Wow. Okay, that'll work. Just gonna see if there's anything under there. Molotov cocktail, I can use that.
Soppy for the old days?
Totally
No
forgot
way
he was
I
with
could
me.
pick this.
This thing only carries 10? I thought it would be much more than that. And it's fully automatic at 10. I don't understand. Like, I'm gonna need to investigate, like, 100% investigate this. Because I have no idea why this gun exists in this game. This is one of my mods, but it's like, it looks cool. It looks like something I would enjoy, but it only has a 10-round magazine, and it's, from what I can tell, full auto. I just don't want to waste the ammo right now. Fuck. It's so long away. Okay. I'm gonna grab my sniper. it's a powerful sniper, which makes sense for, you know, again, it's a sniper rifle, but sniper rifle with a red dot sight because I can't seem to get the scope yet. I probably need to scrap other ones and it'll give me the components. That's what I'm thinking. But the problem is I need other ones to scrap. I know that with the 74Us, they just... Oh, god damn it.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with you. I know that with the other, like the AK-74s, I have those. Tuned sniper rifle. Huh. Let's trash can Carla. She usually sells stuff that I can work with.
So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Let's see what you've got.
I have a little bit of it.
A lot of people do, without paying attention, they rob her immediately. I will always tell you that is the worst thing you can do. Because she sells a lot of items that may not be good in the long run. Like, you may not need them later. But she sells that stuff. She sells bobby pins. You know, she sells junk, alarm clocks. And if you actually use her, she can get you the crystals that you need. She can get you pretty much anything. Okay, now I need to sell something back. Take that pike pistol. What is this worth? 29? That's not worth anything. Wow, carrots are expensive. Deathclaw meat. That'll work. I'll probably go back and tinker later. What are you doing? I'm starting to like Codsworth a little bit more. That's pretty funny. Drumlin Diner.
We had a deal, Trudy.
Oh,
Hand
this
over the
guy.
goods. You
I'm not even gonna talk to him.
I
Just
ain't
gonna
giving
blow
you
his head off.
poison shilling chem pushers anything. Do you know what?
You guys are both really weak. I'm gonna VATS them just because I don't want to deal with them.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yeah. So that whole situation, I would have done it for the quest to teach you guys what it is, but it's just, you go back and forth, talk to both of them, and then you decide who you want to kill. So these two are chem pushers, Simone and Wolfgang. They're not good people. This is Trudy, she runs the diner. Her son got addicted to chems, didn't pay them, so they got angry. Oh, cannibal. This is one of the higher level ones that I said, as you level up, they'll come and level up with you. They don't seem that strong, but I am using a rifle that pretty much can kill anything in the game. That's because it's supposed to be hard to find ammo for it, but I got lucky. These guys usually have some good stuff too. But as I said, they will hunt me constantly. Like, all the time. If you come in here, you can kill Trudy, and they will pay you. Or you can kill them, and Trudy will pay you. She'll also open up her shop to you, which is nice. She has, as she said, a little bit of everything. She has General Chao's Revenge. This pops up in, I think, 2 shops in the game. So if you do kill her, I think it pops up again. Don't quote me on that. She sells armor. She sells pretty much, if you are looking for a new person vendor and you don't want to deal with smelly old, the junker, whatever her name is, Carla, you can deal with this person. She's useful to have up until you pretty much get set up to where you don't need her. She does sell some pretty good ammo, though. Do I have any of this stuff? R. This is for bolt actions. Take that. And then he's the junkie. You don't really have to deal with him. But yeah, it's just useful to grab whatever you can from him and Loot what you can. This is a cigarette machine. Cigarettes, Edotronic. Yeah, there's nothing in there. What was I doing again? Going this way. Corvega assembly plant, that's where I'm going. That, I think that's the crazy old man's house. Nope, this is the army depot. The crazy old man's house that way. It's a friendly one. Okay, just gonna go past you. Now, hacking, most people don't pay attention to. They just kind of click buttons until something works. Which works. I mean, sometimes it happens. But pretty much, you click a button, it'll say entry denied, likeness 0. That means 0 letters are in that word compared to the password. You have 4 attempts unless you find little cheat areas like these. They'll remove duds. They'll also replenish your whole supply, which is really nice. Let's see. That. Tries reset. Duds removed. So, no E in the second one, no U. Mode. Okay. Okay, so there's an E in the third spot. Okay. I'm gonna reset this just because I don't want to deal with it. If you back out, it'll reset, but it will also reset the code. And you can get your tries reset without ever trying anything. Okay. It's AME. It's that one.
I'm in.
Right there. So it's just deduction. I find that the novice ones are actually a lot harder than normal. Oh, Mr. Gutsy. Take all your stuff. Take all your stuff. You don't have anything. There's dog meat. Yeah, I have no idea what that iBot does. I guess he's just hanging out. I was expecting him to try and shoot me in the back. Okay. That's the old man's house right over there. This is a rad storm. They happen in the game occasionally. Basically, this is a storm that blew in from the Great Glowing... Was it Great Glowing Sea? It was the Glowing Sea, which is where a lot of the nukes hit.
We should get a dog. A big furry one that could scare off bandits but sleep next to me and keep me warm.
Yeah, that sounds great, Charlie. Yeah?
These guys, I think they're part of a side quest.
Hi there.
Hello. Hi, mister. Hello.
I think this might actually be an Easter egg, but I'm not certain. Clinton Charlie. I think that's an Easter egg. I'm willing to bet Oxhorn has a video on that. No, I don't have any skill for that. Huh. There's got to be something good in there. Let's keep moving. This right here leads to the sewer, which leads to a secret base. If you do the railroad storyline, it'll lead you there. I don't think I'm going to go railroad this time. I think I'm going to stick with the Minutemen. And then utilize the Brotherhood of Steel to get far enough to where I can just stick with the Minutemen. I wonder what's up here. Workshop. Another Red Rocket truck stop too. Now these truck stops are not settlements per se, but they have all the makings of a settlement. Like if a modder wanted to, this could be a second settlement. But you'd have to actually make the mods. Like it has everything you could need: power armor workshop, chem station, weapons workshop, armor workshop, Has everything you can need, you just don't have the ability to actually make it into a workstation. So a lot of people will find a way, like use one of the camping survival mods. I think I have one on me right now. And they'll turn it into, yeah, right here, build campsite. And they'll turn it into a workshop just because, I mean, it's here. Like, it's here, it's built. All you have to do is put defenses and slap a settler in it. Okay, I gotta be careful. Up there, if you can see him moving around, is a guy with a Fat Man launcher who does not like visitors. I can cap him from here. I don't think I'll do the work that I wanted. There's something staring at me. There's a lot of something staring at me. I think one of the companions I'm with is pissing them off. Yep, ghouls. I'll let them take care of it. Also, a great thing to have dog meat for. When dealing with feral ghouls, dog meat will grab them by the leg and drag them, which will get them off your back. He will get smacked in the head if you don't take care of them by that time. Alright, back to what I was doing. Pretty certain he knows. I don't know. I don't remember if there's bullet drop. I know in previous games there was not, but yep, there we go. That's more what I was aiming for. So he has a mini nuke launcher. He's not the brightest, so if you pick at him from way over here, he will kill himself.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Kill that guy right there. He'll blow himself up and hopefully take the raider next to him. If you run out there and you get into a fight with feral ghouls and he spots you, that's an instant death. Like, if you survive a mini nuke, you're probably modding or cheating, because if it hits you, you're dead. Especially in that courtyard, it's surrounded by cars that if you shoot enough, will explode and take you with it. So I like to pick them off from afar. I think that's actually the reason. I think that's actually the reason for all these workshops, is to get you a scope, so you can actually see them. I'm gonna let them fight them. Take those. I am loving this rifle. I just wish I had a longer scope on it. I might get two of these, just one with a scope, one with the red dot, just so that I can scope people and also use the red dot to get these close range kills. Now let's see. And I mean, I absolutely love this game. I love this series. I love Bethesda. Absolutely adore them. And one thing they did amazingly with this game that they didn't do with much of their other games is having these rooftop, accessibility. Being able to go from one to the other fluidly, and being able to climb and hide in a game that traditionally climbing would get you stuck, and then you'd have to revert your save. How are you still alive?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Did I get him? Nope, I did not. Take that turret out. But traditionally, if you climbed in this game, you would break the game and get, like, stuck. You have to revert your save. I mean, it's just this whole mess. Whereas now you can actually go from rooftop to rooftop, snipe people like I'm doing now. I mean, it's come a long way. You need to die. Please, 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 please. There we go. Okay, I didn't want him to pick up that. I know it's over there somewhere. I don't know where, but I know it's there. That's where I'm supposed to be going right now.
Surprise, motherfucker. Surprise, motherfucker.
This is very overpowered, and I like it. And I feel bad for liking this, but it's just having this vantage point with this this rifle. I feel super overpowered. I think Codsworth is below me. I'll go get that guy's stuff later. I'm gonna go after that mini nuke launcher just because I can. I'm also gonna take this with me. Come on. I want to get rid of these guys. And if I get rid of them quietly, I don't have to deal with as many of them. Hopefully. Oh. What in the world? Come on. Wow, my aim is terrible right now. Whatever. Okay, there should be 2 more over here. I need to get up there. That's what I need. Yep, they're there. Okay, these guys are a little bit stronger than the other ones. Yeah, let them go after the partners just to make sure I don't have to deal with it. Come on, Codsworth. Come on. Go for it. Go in. There we go. There's so many of them. But I guarantee you, using Codsworth as a shield will work. Unless you come up here with one and you can't shoot for shit. Wow. Oh, where is that? Here, let's try this. Got him. He'll be fine. Not worried about the dog. What in the world is this? Take that. Take that. What? Oh. Take your harness too. I usually keep the harness just so I can armor up my people. Makes it easier.
No way I'm cracking this.
Need a higher level hacker perk. Can you
Heads
hack?
up. Can I be of service? Go check that out.
Sorry, can't do.
Okay, so you are not a hacker. That actually makes it really hard. What's back here? Oh, this is the bank heist. Okay, so yeah, that was a bank vault right here. They blew it open and then the bomb struck while he was doing a heist. I saw this on a video. I'm trying to climb in there. Ah, damn it. I'll get a different time. So if I remember correctly, you need to go through this apartment complex back here, but to get there, you're going to need to go through here. Watch for zombies, ferocles, same thing. Climb here. There's a med case back there I might go get. Climb here. I found this out because I made the silly mistake of charging these guys my first time in the area and blowing up. Obviously, this was after the second and third time of me just straight up blowing up, because I would get into the area, pick a fight with these feral ghouls, which is bullshit how he didn't set them off. Oh, come on. There we go. Get into a fight with these feral ghouls, and then I would hear the whistle, I'd scream, oh no, and then I'd disappear because they'd blow me up. So, was there a dead body over here? I might have fell. So going through that, I learned where they were, I snuck all the way up there, turn around, and they have no fear. They'll just kill themselves on top of you. So I learned that you just gotta pick them off from far. They'll oftentimes kill themselves. There's a raider somewhere around here. They'll oftentimes just kill themselves, and then you can just loot their corpse like I did. Because I picked up that mini nuke back at the satellite array, I now have a mini nuke. Oh, okay. Thank you. I think Codsworth is... Nope, there he is. That works. I'm at 24 shells. I'm gonna need to switch back. Let's tune the sniper. Ow. There you are. I'm gonna keep this just because it has the scope. It doesn't have a stock, so it's gonna be very like sway-y, I guess you could say. But it's gonna be as strong as this one. That is creepy. If you come over here a little earlier, you'll bump into a bunch of feral ghouls fighting these guys. And then later on, when you talk about synths and all that stuff, you can actually swing by here and find some synths in a fight with other synths. Like, you'll find a courser hunting a synth, which is pretty cool. Oh, there's the sniper rifle I was looking for. And where's...
Heads up.
Here, come here. Don't know how this works, but I'm going to load you up with a fat man. That. And... I'll give you that one. Huh. Okay. So now I got the scope. One of them, at least. It's not terrible. I might not... I might never learn how to actually make the scopes and stuff for this type of weapon, because I can find that stuff. My guy is weak as hell. Alright. What's over here? God's what scared the shit out of me. Day tripper, duct tape. You definitely got eaten. Eventually, I'm gonna trick out a sniper rifle. It may not be the modded one. I might just go vanilla sniper rifle, or you know, find a way to get my anti-material style. Where does this go? And that will be hidden entrance. That will be my main weapon of choice. But until then, I'm probably gonna stick with this one because it seems to be doing the most damage. I think the only thing that can top this would be the 50 cal. So, let's see what I got. Okay. Wow. Okay, that does a ton of damage. I'm just gonna move around some stuff real quick, so get some pistols out there. And I got Molotov, I got some frag grenades. Okay. Let's go with the PDW. I don't think this does a lot of damage, but it's automatic. Okay. There is a turret. Yep. Thank you, Codsworth. Move, dog. Oh, you did not just shoot my dog. I thought about stealthing through, but that's gonna be impossible. What? Stop it. I'll take that. Take that too. Take that other chest piece too, because I don't think I have one for my other guys. HKPW, I'll take that.
Yo, psst.
Psst. Right
quietest person I've ever met, I guess. I try and whisper to him, he goes, right then! Okay, it's the same thing. Drop that in there. Here we go. Always pick up the cans, even if it's like the tin ones, you can use it. Huh. Let's go this way. Back up, back up, back up. Come on. Come on, dog meat. Come on. This way. Gotta do something. It's not just a trap. Holy shit. There must have been a mini nuke somewhere around here. They just picked a fight with something. It's a loud bang too. Check that real quick.
What the hell was that?
This is not a place I want to be. This is really bad. Yep, okay. Time to fight. Come on. Oh my god. I don't even care. You deserve that. You. Go. You need to die. I'm willing to bet the reason it's giving me that tool tip is that I shot him. That was way too close. Where is he? Come on.
Look alive.
Get over here.
Sir? What's mine is yours, sir.
Huh. Looking on that later. Where did I get the storage key from? Open that up.
Yes.
Frag, Molotov, no big deal. Cocktails, HK. Right. Nothing really in here worthwhile. Take that circuit board. Gonna go bust through. There is a area around here that we'll need to sweep out before we leave, which has the big boss. I don't remember his name. I know that he's a shithead though. I know he's just probably one of the worst. He's up here. Okay. Where's that good sniper? It's the top one. Yep. Okay. You can activate that and it'll go through and attack everybody. Highly suggest you don't do that. There he is. That's Jared. Jared from Subway. There it goes. There's turrets all over. So I always just pick them off from afar. You can hack the lights, so that way the lights call out people. You can hack the turrets if you sneak up in it, and the turrets will attack them. So let me see. It should be able to turn off the motion tracking lights. Oh, Guido's up there. Gibbs, okay.
There we go.
There we go. Personality mode. You can get them to do whatever you want. Usually I go law enforcement because law enforcement will open fire on people. If you do medic, I don't think it actually heals you. I think it just still fights. It just calls itself a medic. Just wait. So see how the light focused on him? That means he just turned into a hostile for them. And if you follow those cords, actually, I know that sometimes with the lights, if you follow the cords, it will show you exactly where the console is.
Along, citizen.
You guys got me stirred up over nothing.
Okay. Cut this.
Hell no! Come out and fight if you dare!
What?
That it? Oh, fine then.
Playing games with me, huh?
Ooh. That's new. Gotta watch how much I pick up, though.
Scared, huh?
That I don't want the PDW because I already have a ton. What in the world? Oh yeah, this area the lights are too short. Forgot about that. Let's
Hell yeah.
area. Setting up shop. Gunfire's finally quieted down. Suppose that means either Lonnie and Gristle wiped up the last of those ghouls, or they're currently serving as someone's meal. But now Lexington is secure. I can finally get to work. Stumped. Nothing is working. The old woman, she used to just huff some jet, pop some pills, and then she'd start babbling, spouting vision after vision, and they all turned out true. The raiders burning the town, killing the parents, stealing the kids, stealing me. I remember the look in her eyes when she saw my fate. Kid, you're gonna be a monster. All true. If I could get that sort of power, that sight, the Commonwealth, the other gangs, no one would have a prayer. But nothing's working. Maybe I need to try upping the dosages. I'm gonna need another bucket. Subjects. It's not the chems. They're just a trigger for the sight. It's me. I'm the problem. Wish I'd realized it before my arms looked like pincushions. But at least it's a new lead. I need subjects. Experiments continue. Still no success, but the rumor of free chems has brought plenty of new recruits. Ranks are nearly back up to where they were before we cleaned out Lexington. Lonnie thinks it's a waste of time, but we need to spend our time building up our defenses. But Lonnie doesn't make the decisions. I do. She does seem to be enjoying her new position, though. Maybe another dose of Psycho will get her visions firing. She's here! Gristle says there's a caravan headed this way. Some joker in a cowboy hat with a laser musket, 3 civilians, and 1 frail old woman dressed like a fortune teller. It's her. I know it's her. I sent Gristle to collect her. I wonder if she'll recognize me. Of course she will. She saw this coming after all. So this is Jared's personal terminal, the guy that I sniped in the face.
Order has prevailed.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let him do that. The guy I sniped in the face. So his story, you can probably, I'm willing to bet Oxhorn has a video on it, so check it out if you want to get the in-depth. From what I can tell, he was kidnapped as a child by raiders after they burned the town and killed all the parents. What are you doing? After they burned the town and killed all the parents. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? That must have like a bleed effect or something. But they burned the town, killed the parents, stole the kid, and the child, when they took him, they turned him into a raider. She was the fortune teller at the town that told him about this. All came out true. He became obsessed with her visions, trying to become, you know, this great raider boss. Didn't happen. Couldn't kidnap her, thanks to us. And Bristle and all of his little gang members died. And then we hunted him down and killed him. And that's literally the only reason that right after you finish Sanctuary, they send you to Ten Pine Bluff, or whatever it's called, the small settlement, just so that way you can get that story progression. You can understand where it's coming from, why they attacked him. Let's get another 13. An armor mod. I think I have another to do. And let us get a hacker mod just because it's here. Okay. I'm gonna try and fast travel out of here. There are enemies all around, so if it lets me fast travel, all right, good. It's a huge shootout if you walk straight out there and don't fast travel immediately. Which I didn't learn how to fast travel, like, from that location until my third playthrough, because I just always thought you walk out and, like, it would just not let you because there's an enemy nearby. But if you just walk straight out, there's 3 enemies on the ground, 2 above you, and then there's, like, 1 really high up there, and it's a pain in the butt, so I just avoid it every time I can. Okay, here we go.
Hi.
Find those raiders?
Yeah, I kicked their asses for you.
No kidding. That's the best piece of news we've had around here for a good long time. So we've been talking. We decided if you came through for us, we'd join up with the Minutemen again. If we want things to get better, we've got to... So, we're in. You can count on us if you need help down the...
So that opens this one up to a settlement for you. And as you can see, now you have a farming settlement. They're not great. I'll tell you, this is one of those settlements that you'll probably visit once and then never again. I usually put up at least 1 or 2 turrets here. Depends on the location of the turrets. Usually I do the 360s, at least up here, and then I'll do 1 on the border, just so that way they have that defense, so they can actually do stuff. You don't need both the settlers to be here. You can send them wherever you want to send them, because of the fact that there's 2 of them and they both work these fields. I mean, you have 12 food assigned to 2 settlers, so I usually gear up 1 before sending them
I
out.
just want to trade
Usually
a
it's
few
the
things.
dude. Gotta wait for him. Come on.
Of course.
Oh, wow, okay, I didn't even need to give him that. He has 3-9. I don't know why he has full sets of those. Take that. Nope, okay, so that doesn't work. Here. You look like a freak, but I'm willing to bet you'll last longer than the other one. What in the world? Why can't I send you? Oh, I can't set... Damn it. So, next time I level up, I gotta do that. That's what I was wondering. So, it's down here on Charisma. Should be... Here. So this is what you need to get. Local leader. Every single chance you get, because the first one gives you supply lines, second one I think gives you like you can make your own shops. So I usually armor those up and use a supply line, but I forgot that I didn't take that perk yet. So next level up, I'm gonna upgrade my charisma and then take that perk. That way I don't have to worry about it as much. So we're going to close up with Preston Garvey. I'm going to drop a bunch of stuff off at Sanctuary, and then we'll end up the video right there. Because we're running a little bit long at 106 minutes so far. So I'm going to try and get a little bit more activity with this thing. Because I'm still, in between jobs right now, I have the chance to do this a little bit more. But right now I am looking at a new job. With a new schedule that will tie up a lot of my time. So that being said, I won't have as much time to actually tinker or play Fallout or do much of anything. So be aware that I may be a little bit more spaced out, but I might still be able to continue everything I want to do. I'm going to switch this one in there because it just got a beastly power to it. No, that uses 308s. I'm not going to use that. Close quarters. Oh, it's an RPK. Okay. And since I am over encumbered, if you get, I think it's the pack mule perk or something. Strength based. You can sprint. Like you'll travel at normal speed, but it'll use your AP, which is good. But your AP's like nothing. So. It's not exactly worth it unless you have you've done everything you want. So let me drop this stuff off. I did not mean to do that. Left arm. Technical harness. All right. Now weapons. I'll drop off the assault rifle. Might as well. Because I'm not using it right now. M1 I don't need anymore. I'll keep the battle rifle on me because I'll find a use for it. I guarantee I will. Don't need the shotgun. Don't need that anymore. That. Put that away. I have 3 of those. Alright, and that dropped so much. That's for safekeeping. That's for explosives. Then let's go see Preston. Actually, while I'm here, I don't see Preston Garvey at all. Let's run to the chem station, because I might be able to craft something real quick. Oh, I can make a ghillie suit now. I need leather for that, but M1 Garand. Sludge packs, spawn items tape, not going to use that. ASAMs. Huh. The Courser chip's a teleporter. Architect's T-square. Cycle through building plans of a plot. Take that. ASAM Vision. Don't know what that is. Immersion breaker. Huh. No clue. Take that. I'm definitely getting that. I have no idea what those are. I think you can change people's names. It's visible weapons. Okay, so I can't make those upgrades to the weapons without... There's got to be some way of doing it, but I don't know what they are right now. Where are you? Come here. Come here. Take that 10mm pistol. Not bad. Let me see what this looks like. Nope, didn't want that. Maybe it's because I'm wearing armor? Nope. What does this do? I don't understand. It did nothing. I think it might need... I don't know. I'm gonna wear it for now until I can figure out what... It might need the actual suit to cover everything. I'm gonna figure that out. 'Cause that's... What in the world? Okay. Gonna repair that. I'll place one of these here. Because I'm not having that. So, alright.
I think that's all of them.
I've done a very bad thing with this weapon mod because it's giving low-level raiders really strong weapons. So it's going to pretty much amp up my difficulty setting. I mean, it made it really realistic, though, because my health drops so quickly.
You know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
That's great news. I knew you were the right person for the job. By the way, you should have one of these flare guns. You can use it to signal for help from any nearby Minutemen. Not much use yet, but once we have more allied settlements, you'll have help whenever you need it. I don't think I ever told you what happened to the Minutemen. How I ended up as the last one.
Are you really the last Minuteman?
Maybe not literally. There must be a lot of former Minutemen out there who gave it up in disgust after the Quincy massacre. But we were the last active group of Minutemen. And now, well, it's just me.
I know how it feels to be the last survivor.
Yeah, I guess you do. That's why I'm talking to you. I can't rebuild the Minutemen, but I think you can.
Why can't you lead the Minutemen?
That's not who I am. I can get my men through a firefight. I can defend a perimeter against all odds. But that's not going to be enough to bring the Minutemen back from the brink. We need someone who can bring the whole Commonwealth together in a common cause. And I think you've got it in you to be that leader.
What makes you think I can do this?
You saved us in Concord. There wasn't anything in it for you. You had your own problems to deal with, but you did it anyway. That kind of selflessness has been in mighty short supply around here for quite a while.
Okay. I'll do it.
Good. Good. Welcome aboard. I feel like this is a whole new start for the Minutemen, and the Commonwealth too. Don't worry. I'll be right beside you all the way, General.
Why are you calling me General?
The leader of the Minutemen has always held the rank of General. Our last leader was General Becker. After he died back in '82, nobody could agree on who should take his place. The one good thing about being the last Minuteman is there's no one to argue with me when I say you're the new general. Now it's your job to make it more than an empty title. I've got something a bit different for you.
Uh-huh.
Come on. Okay.
Our scouts have found a promising spot for a new settlement. The trouble is that some kind of vicious beasts are lairing there. Once you clear it out, set up a radio beacon to let settlers know about it. Before you know it, we'll have a thriving new farm instead of Wasteland. We'll take back the Commonwealth, one piece at a time.
All right. So I am going to end it there. Next time we will go and we'll take over that settlement. I'll try to make sure I make more progress than I did this time, being that I just kind of, ran through and did a bunch of stuff and killed a bunch of things. And I'll try to make them maybe a little bit longer. We'll see. But as for now, next time we'll go take over the drive-in. I might build a small settlement there. I'll try and research a lot of the mods that I just picked up, because honestly I still have no idea what they do. And we'll see what we can do about getting back to the main mission. So That's it for me. I am out.